Welcome to the very first episode of Good Eats and Family Treats. We are going to start today with banana muffins. We bought a whole bunch of bananas and they didn't get eaten like we wanted them to, so they're going to be eaten in banana muffins. We are starting with eight ripe bananas. That's double my normal recipe because we have 9 people in our family. So they're in my lovely mixer. Some people mash them up beforehand. I personally don't like the extra step. So I'm just gonna mix them up in my mixer on low speed. Are you recording still? So while they're mixing, we are going to add in the rest of our wet ingredients. 2 eggs that are at room temperature. They don't have to be room temperature. If you all of a sudden decide, hey, I'm making banana bread, they can be just pulled out of the fridge, but they cook better and emulsify better when they're at room temperature. Actually crack the egg. So 1 at a time until each one is combined. Now we are going to add 2/3 of a cup of just regular vegetable oil. I'm using canola oil. It can be really whatever kind of liquid oil you want. So 2/3 of a cup. And 1 teaspoon or 1 tablespoon of vanilla. Usually people do teaspoons. I like having a lot. And technically sugar is dry, but you want to cream it with your wet ingredients. So I am adding 1.5 cups of packed brown sugar. 1. And you don't have to wait until it's all combined to add the next ingredient for the sugar. And then, apparently, I'm not adding white sugar. Make sure you take that out. Alrighty, it's nice and mixed. Let's see if I can get it over there. It looks like banana soup. And yes, you do want the lovely chunks of banana because you want to be able to taste the banana as well. Our dry ingredients, we are going to actually sift together. So you need a large mixing bowl and a sifter. If you don't have a sifter, you can just whisk it together. Make sure it's dry. This is my large mixing bowl. It holds about 20 cups. And my kind of tiny sifter because I need another one. We are going to start with 3 cups of flour. When you bake your flour, you want to take your flour cup, your measuring cup, this is one cup, and scoop it off. Baking is a science. Regular cooking, savory cooking, not regular cooking, is an art. Therefore, you don't have to be exact on everything with savory cooking, but with baking, you must be exact. So 3 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of salt, And use regular iodized salt so it can actually go through your mixer, not your mixer, your sifter. Two teaspoons of baking soda. One teaspoon of baking powder. And it doesn't have to be the aluminum free kind like this one is. It's what I have. And then 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. If you don't like cinnamon, you don't have to add it, but I like cinnamon in my banana bread. And to sift it, just kind of tap the sides a little bit. And what sifting does, gets the lumps out that there may be in your flour or in your baking soda. I tend to have a lot of clumps in my cocoa powder. See, little tiny clumps left. Do not, okay, do I need to back it up? Do not shove those through. You do not want to do that. So, sifted flour with salt and baking soda and cinnamon and our other dry ingredients. So what we're going to do is we are going to turn our mixer back on and find the cup that we want. On low speed so you don't fling flour everywhere. Do half cup to 1 cup at a time until it's combined or just combined. And keep adding until you've got all of your dry ingredients into your wet ingredients. It will eventually look like banana bread is supposed to look like before it's cooked. It's kind of thick, but not quite like cookie dough, and not runny like cake mix. And since I have all of my flour in, I'm going to turn the mixer up just a smidge. And take a spatula actually going to turn it off because I tend to get my spatula stuck, and that isn't very fun. I'm going to scrape down the sides so you make sure you can get all the flour and everything that you need in the mix. And turn it back on for another good spin. And it's done. Well, the batter is done. So, we have our lovely banana muffin batter. You can also turn this into banana bread, but I want muffins. So our next step is going to be spraying our muffin lined muffin tins liberally with cooking spray. It's so it doesn't stick, and the one I have has flour in it. It's Baker's Joy. And you are going to want to fill your cup about 2/3 of the way full. I have this little cookie scooper that 2 scoops is, or 1.5 scoops really, is nearly perfect. So about like that, about 2/3 of the way full. Now I'm just going to finish up filling these guys up And then we'll plop them into the oven at 350 degrees for 15 to 18 minutes or until done. It kind of depends on your oven. Mine runs a little bit cold, so it takes a smidge longer than I would like it to. So it'll probably take closer to 18 to 20 minutes. So I will see you again after they pop out of the oven. Alright, so I have purposely set my timer for less time than it needs to cook so I can show you what it should not look like. If I can find my other pot holder. So, banana bread and banana muffins are supposed to be a beautiful brown on top. Do you see how these are still kind of yellow? Also, I have my little knife here. Poke it in the middle and stuff comes out. It's not done. I stopped it about 3 minutes too early. So I'm going to pop it back in the oven for another 3 minutes and they should be perfect. So we should have perfect banana muffins with both pot holders. Okie dokie. Do you see this? That right there is a nice color. And nothing on our knife. So I have a few more of these to do, but I hope you enjoy yours. Let me know how it goes, and if you have any suggestions or requests for me to make something, I would be happy to do it. That includes allergy-friendly foods like gluten-free and that kind of stuff. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.